Jetski community right now dito sa Philippines.
Malaki ba?
Gaano po siyang alawak? Ilan po yung mga, kumbaga, reach po ito sa mga ages na brackets? Tapos, saan po yung pinaka-main? Kasi Siargao, we know for certain. Parang saan po yung pinaka-main po ng Jetski dito sa Philippines?
Our Vice President, Paul?
Just to clarify, I was the former Vice President. It is Sir Pompet right here. It's a very interesting question. It's basically only Jetski capital lang siguro sa Pilipinas. I would say it's within the Luzon area because Satin. And then we're divided into three major regions. As you know, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Sa Visayas, we have the Cebuanos who are very active. And then we have the people from Mindanao, the people from Jensen and Davao, who are very fast, strong riders as well, besides Anton. And two of our world champions here were from Luzon also. And we have a very promising young list of riders also from Mindanao. And finally, with the help of Sir Bombet here, as a new Vice President, he's as well inducting and bringing back Cebu, part of JSAP, and the Cebuanos have their own prestigious association, which is also very highly respectable. Pero Sir Bombet and President Harley David, they want to include everybody, because every Filipino should be part of it, and you should expect the sport to grow in the country next year because of the open minds.
You're the current Vice President.
He is the current, but I'm the incoming.
Okay.
So, well, to your question, marami kasi yung, like our races here in Luzon. Like last year, we had our races in Subic Bay. But now, I think we will be doing all over. We will be having one here in Luzon, one in Cebu, and one in General Santos area, Jensen area. Kasi marami rin mga riders. As a matter of fact, one of our teammates reached a girl, Christine Mercado, got second also in the World Finals. And then yung some teammates, si Angelo Ventus, got the World Championship also.
Ilan po silang Pilipino doon sa...
This is the biggest. This is the biggest team this year, 2024. I think there are 13 riders.
Siya po yung pinaka.
He won the Pro-Am 1100. Si Angelo Ventus, champion of the 1800 novice. He's also a world champion. And then there's Cody Contino, which is third place on the stand-up division. And then si Christine Mercado for the women's division.
Ano po yung sumunod sa kanya? Anong bansa?
Cambodia. And then Germany.
Then sir, last na lang po kay Anton. Paano mo napabalance yung sport mo, sport career mo, saka sa studies mo, that you're getting media arts, no? Magkalayo kasi yung mundo nun eh. Paano nagagawa mo? Kumusta ang stand mo sa education ground?
I'd say I balance it pretty well. I focus on the sport, but also I never forget to do well in my studies. But for this race, unfortunately, I had to miss school, and due to the time difference, it was also hard to keep up. So now that I'm back, I'm catching up in school, and it's going well naman.
Pero ano ka, school-based ka o home-based?
School-based.
Talagang pumapasok.
Yes.
Pero
What's your course?
Media and arts.
paano pag-absent ka because of you have hanapan, you have training? Kasi di ba hindi na makukuha sa araw?
We submit an excuse letter to the school.
Naiintindihan naman.
Yes.
You can also some incentives sa school or scholarship because of your...
No, not really.
Some school.
UAMP, University of Asian Pacific.
Thank you po.
Who's the principal? Oh! No, joke lang.
Kinabahan si Anton. Kinabahan si Anton.
Who's the principal? Oh, we got a question here.
Okay. Oh, wait. Gumagala ba to?
yung ating set. Wait. Wait lang, ayos ko muna. Pakiayos mo. Okay. Okay, good evening, Gab Peras from Sports Corner PH, and one of those na nag-cover nga ng pagkapanalo nga ni Anton Ignacio, one of the biggest supporters na ng Jetski is our page Sports Corner PH. Unahin natin si Sir Anton, gaano ka ba kapreparado para dito sa competition na ito? Ano ba yung naging mindset ninyo during the race? And of course, alam natin, hindi ito ang first time na makapag-compete internationally, pero sanay ka na sa pag-compete nga against toughest rivals dito.
Mindset.
My mindset this race was not different from the others. I'd say I still stayed humble because even though I won last year, I still don't put that in my head, and I always strive for more. And also, the preparation for this was very hard because I was practicing every week also.
And of course, ano ba yung naging improvements sa inyo during the race? And what's your description about dun sa top competition na naranasan nyo during this race? And eventually, ikaw ang nanaig sa ating mga world rivals po.
Improvements first.
Improvements at of course yung description sa top competition na yun during the race.
During the first races I raced, I noticed that I was slow on the starts. So once you're slow on the starts, that really kind of sums up your whole race. So if you have a bad start, then
Sets the tone.
yes. So after those few races, I made sure that my starts were good, and then that's what worked out.
Yung second question niya.
Okay, and then yung description, improvements and description nga pala doon sa top competition against those na nakalaban nyo on your group.
How would you describe your competitors?
Those riders are the best of the best, and the guy who won second actually almost hit all the categories in the World Finals. So he's really good, and it's an honor to go against those guys because they really put in the work.
Okay, last question kay Anton bago ko ipasa kay champion Paul De Rosario. Anton, nakita natin marami tayo mga jet ski races na promising, na nanalo sa international competitions, and of course, unti-unti nakikita yung progress niya sa competition. Sa tingin nyo, magiging powerhouse ba tayo sa Asia itong jet ski? In your opinion?
Ganda ng question niya. Kasi archipelago tayo eh. No?
Oo, puno ng tubig eh.
I see hope that everyone in the Philippine team right now will eventually get to the highest level because everyone here puts in the work and we all support each other.
Okay, last question kay Sir Paul na kaibigan natin at nakausap natin before. Sir Paul, alam naman natin marami tayo mga bagong sibol na mga kampiyon sa jet ski like si Anton, si Inigo Ventus, Christine Mercado, and the rest of the delegation na binabantayan at pinopost din natin sa Sports Corner PH FB page. What can you say about sa tremendous growth ng ating mga junior jet ski riders na susunod sa yapak ninyo and eventually magiging world champion katulad ni Anton? Thank you and good evening.
Masaya talaga kami po na nakikita natin progreso ng mga bata ngayon. Iba sila ngayon. Kung sabihin ka, itong batch na ito, at talaga nagkakaiba sa mga ibang batches ng kids before. It's not just like Anton right here, but these other kids that you mentioned, like Enzo, Angelo, Christine, Kyla, it just happens that their talent just came out, and it's really one of a kind, and I have a lot of respect for these kids. I know what they sacrifice, and it's like a job as well for them. So what I appreciate with Anton is very humble, and he doesn't break under pressure, which is very different than from the rest of the young riders here. And it's a very pressuring thing for him to be in. And the kids now are really what set the tone for the national growth. And I could honestly say number 2 in Pilipinas dito sa Southeast Asia in terms of winnings. We have less riders in the Thailands, pero yung quality natin puro gold, silver, bronze yung mga finishing nito. And I'm very happy to see this happen, being a kid myself too.
Alright,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much. Before we pass the mic to Alan Santon, who will ask the next question. How young is young? Well, si Paul muna. Sir Paul, how young is young? Na pwede mag-start?
Dito kasi may ibang categories na binibigyan nila. Nag-uuna ito sa junior class. The junior class basically begins with, you could be anywhere from 8 to 10.
Wow,
And then they'll get these kids not to race with each other kasi masyadong delikado pa pag sinama sila sa karera. And they're not physically adept compared to the bigger kids in the teens. So the 8 to 10s do slaloms and time trials. And then you have the juniors that range from 10 to 13. And the 10 to 13 kids also do the same thing, time trials din sila. But then they're just more physically more mature. And then you have the last of the juniors, which are the 13 to 15. And these teenagers, pwede na sila kumalera because they're teenagers at 13 and 15. So if you want to talk about what's young is young, I think it starts with the tender age of 8 years old.
Right. Yung mga 8 na yun, yung Jetski na malaki na yung hinahawak. Or there's a junior Jetski.
Halos hindi mo makita yung mga katawan nila.
I know.
Ang malaki yung helmet nila.
Oh,
Ang cute.
Okay, Alan, go ahead.